Operators of short-term rentals in Corpus Christi must now register to operate in the city. The city is imposing a registration fee that kicks off tomorrow. Our Chris 6 reporter Andrew Christensen is live in the studio with more on this. Andrew, how much is this fee and what's it going to be used for?
Well, Pat, this fee is going to be $50, and one of the property owners that owns a short-term rental that I talked to, he tells me that this registration fee is actually going to be beneficial.
And we have 4 boat slips that are available for.
Robert Pruski owns short-term rentals on the island and says they should only be in certain areas.
Short-term rentals, vacation rentals, are not a bad thing. They just have to be done correctly and put in the right locations, like in the multifamily areas.
Pruski says the city's fee is helping regulate these properties.
The houses across the street are zoned single family, which they should not be allowed to do short-term rentals there.
The Padre Island Property Owners Association president says he also agrees with the fee.
Registration will allow those that violate the registration requirement to be identified, and then the city can reach out to them to get them to stop if they're in the wrong zone.
The city of Corpus Christi says short-term rentals cannot operate in single-family residential zones. Dan McGinn, the city of Corpus Christi's planning department director, says this fee is going towards software.
The software that we're using has the ability to kind of scan the different websites that have advertisements in the Flower Bluff and North Padre Island based on their zip code. And so we'll be able to generate a list and then determine those that are in the correct zoning versus those that are not.
Pruski says the city needs to regulate short-term rentals more closely. This fee is a step towards that.
If I bought that house and I lived there, I wouldn't want neighbors coming in every other weekend. Versus here, every weekend, it's somebody different.
So what happens if you don't pay the fee? McGinn tells me owners will be fined $500. The city's registration website doesn't go live until tomorrow, so he says there will be a 30-day grace period.
30-day grace period, that's good. So Andrew, we're talking about Flower Bluff and the island here. What about the rest of the city?
Well, Pat, owners of short-term rentals who don't live in those areas are going to be paying a fee too. McGinn tells me the city is requiring other STRs to register in July, and phase 2 of their plan will focus on evaluating land use and zoning that might be appropriate for STRs. Reporting in studio, Andrew Christensen, Chris 6 News.